Okay, y'all. We are taming up the Elderclaw. So we've spawned in the gene scanner and we're just trying to find this thing. Haven't seen it yet flying around. Uh, uh. Oh, wow. That looks so cool. That is awesome. This thing is sweet. It doesn't look like any other creature that we've had in the Ark before. Well, maybe like a rock drake or something. Or like a Managarma. But that thing is awesome. Okay. So we found it. It is over here in these what is this zone? Just the normal jungle? I assume this is where we will be able to find it always. Wow, it looks so cool. This thing is freaking ginormous. This is like 3 times our size. Like from first person, this thing is like, first of all, just swarms. Very annoying. But absolute beast. So to tame these, you kind of kill them, and then you basically plant it as if it's a plant, and then it'll ask for certain foods and stuff from around the map, and you can. Or, and then you just grow it. So it has armor. That is cool. 2,800 health for a level 85. Interesting. So what you do is you take this Elderclaw seed and you plant it. So I am going to. Actually, I'm just going to go look for more. I'm very curious. So they do seem to be spawning quite aggressively over here. I don't think this is the redwoods, even though I believe that is generally where they were supposed to be spawning, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Ooh, oh, they have different colors. So this one's blue. Very cool. I prefer the blue one, honestly. So I'm just gonna keep killing them and seeing. I don't really want to keep that. So keep on finding more. They're definitely not common. I'm flying halfway across the map to find these things. Okay. 95. This one's kind of a whitish glow. And yeah, they seem to be up in this general area. Man, these things are really cool looking. Don't know if this is the best way to kill them. I mean, this is not doing a ton of damage. Like, if I were to shoot... That's doing... Oh, it's all over. Nearly half the damage to this. That's weird. Kind of like a stego. So is this thing going to be a new soaker? Interesting. Do other things work better? axe work better on it. Oh, I didn't realize I aggroed those. I guess it makes sense. I did shoot them. Let's change the time of day to 9 a.m. I can see what we're doing. Well, that's a 150 stego. Can't even see. Hatchet is also doing 90. Great. Okay. Well, I'm inside. Freaking bear. I don't know how this happened. Let's ghost out of the bear, please. Thank you. Alright. Let's get this thing killed. Oop. Very ghostly. This one's kind of a beast, eh? Okay. Let's find one more. They are definitely not calm. Holy crap, we are actually going to fly across the entire map. What? Where is this thing telling me to go? Seems we're going to the redwoods now. Okay, so they either spawn in the redwoods or the jungle over in on the eastern side of the map. Where is this thing? Oh, there it is. Oh, we got another blue one. The blue ones are cool, man. Very, very cool. Look at it compared to the dire bear. It's like 3 times the size of the dire bear. Where'd that dire bear just go? Yeah, look at this. Holy cow. This thing is awesome. Very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to get a greenhouse set up, and I'll bring you back when we have this thing planted. Okay. We have the greenhouse crafted up, and we've got this other one over here. So we should probably put fertilizer in it. I'm learning a lot of these commands at this point. What's fertile? Fertilizer? That's just green. That's interesting. GP, fertilizer. What in the heck is this? Does it work? Did my crop plot just disappear? What is that fertilizer? That is not from this game. I swear to God, that is not fertilizer. That's wild. What did I just spawn in? Is that from a different game? Oop. I'm just gonna do a bunch of those, I guess. Oh. What is this fertilizer? That is so goofy. I'm also really annoyed that that crop plot just kind of up and disappeared. That was weird. Where did the crop plot go? Holy. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. It is early AM for me. This is before the time I usually get up. Okay, let's try this again. Don't disappear this time. That should be enough food, right? Yeah. Okay, so we are going to put one in here. So the greenhouse effect is 0, which is bad. Also, it's not irrigated. But it is raining, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. How close am I to water? Not close. Let's do a water tank. Those. Hopefully this will keep it. Damn it. This is quite a goofy way to do this tutorial, but it is what it is. Okay, so one is in there, one is in here. They're both level 85. So this one's irrigated, seedling, time to next 10, greenhouse effect. Spawn on a shovel. Is there no shovel? There's a shovel. I don't know why that command didn't pop up. Shovel. Think that hopefully will make it faster. I don't know. I'm not gonna shovel this one. Let's just pretend this is. I think you do treat it like a. Because look at it. This thing doesn't have a time to tend. This one already does. Yeah, I do think this is. A problem for it. Let's get a shovel. So you do have to treat it like you're properly farming. So the only difference between these two now is the greenhouse effect. It's definitely taking a lot slower, longer. So, biotoxin. Okay. That is. What the heck is biotoxin? Try that. Not allowed to. Oh, space toxin? Uh-oh. There's definitely a cheat to get. So we have 3 minutes until this is. Okay. This doesn't show us how much. Doesn't show us the change there. Is this one growing yet? No, this one's still not even showing the time to tend thing. So you're definitely going to want this in a greenhouse. It's like almost a requirement. If you want it in any reasonable amount of time, at least. Okay, now it wants leech blood. See if I can guess this one. Leech. Okay. That one, I can manage. These are not the easiest thing to get in terms of like resources, quote unquote. So this might be a fairly mid to late game thing, honestly. Alright, leech blood again. Easy enough. So it's about a minute between each tending with the full greenhouse. Let's see. Any movement on this one? Ooh, wait. That was showing us. Oh, okay. We can see the stats. That's nifty. Okay. Still nothing. I think it almost requires. So the stats are 9, 14, 21 melee. Pretty good for level 85. Okay, and you can see the colors. That's pretty cool. But yeah, greenhouse, definitely necessary. Just treat it like any other plants. At the point that you should be trying to tame these, you should have a greenhouse, I would say. Giant bee honey. Well, there's no way I'm going to guess the code for this one. Giant bee honey. Nope. Bee honey? Bee jar. What about you, honey? Okay. So yeah, pretty advanced things that it needs. Bee honey again. Easy. Okay. Time to next 10 is minus 3 minutes, 15 seconds. I don't know what to think of that. Leech blood. Leech blood. That's interesting. So I got distracted editing one of my videos, and I let the timer to next 10 go down to like, or the timer to 10 without losing effectiveness go down to like a minute. So I guess that lets you double feed it in that case. Let's see, is this thing growing at all? No. Okay. I think that just confirms you need... Oh, actually, whoa. This thing got big. Okay. It is now a midling. So yeah, it literally grows like a plant. That's cool. I actually really like that. Breeding? Taming? I wonder if you're going to breed them the same way. Probably, right? Very interesting. Anyway, I'm going to power through these. Black Pearl? Are you kidding me? Okay, I thought this was like a late mid-game tame, but Black Pearl? It might be like an end-game tame. That is a scarce resource. Maybe not on this map. I honestly don't even know where they spawn on this map, but Jesus, that is needy. Okay, it is fully grown into this cool little egg-looking plant. So let's see. I wrote down everything I required. 3 biotoxin, 1 ammonite vial, 3 black pearls, 4 honey, 2 leech blood, and a sap. So it's a pretty resource-heavy growth. So now if we just harvest it, let's see what happens. Okay, hello. So it's a 1, 2, 7. And we got our dossier. Not gonna read that right now. Let's bring it outside. Come on. Come on, buddy. You can make it through this door, I'm confident. Look at that thing. That thing is spooky looking. Come on. Good job. Keep coming. Oh, keep coming. A little bit more. Okay. Let's check out its inventory. Nothing of note, I would say. It wants care in 4 minutes. Okay. So I think it's just a standard imprinting process. If it's not, I'll bring you back, but I'll let this thing grow up in the background. All right, we have our fully grown dire, not not dire bear. Sorry, Elderclaw here. So let's just take a look. So the third color is the one that dictates the light coming from it. And it's got pretty high health. And this one has pretty high damage. So if we hop on it and look on the right side of the screen, we have the normal attack, which is left click. We have a lunge, which is right click. And a root burst, which is C. Also, is that a baby Lymantria? Do we have baby flyers now? Huh. That's kind of crazy. I want to find a baby Argentavis at some point. That would be cool. Alright, this thing needs to go away. Can you shoot off the back of it? You can. Cool. Okay. So we're a little slowed because we got attacked by the moth. Give it 1 second. And we have a root burst, which is C, and it kind of works like Ebola, where it just holds the dino still. That is pretty convenient, I'd say. We also have a bark shield, so we look at. Oops. No, wrong button. Wrong buttons everywhere. Looks like we have 23 armor naturally. I checked. Oh, and you don't need a saddle to ride this, so you can just ride it straight up. I spawned in a couple other level 127 tamed ones, and they all had 23 armor, so I think that is just what you get. It's probably level based. And you can see it's eating the meat. So this is a carnivore. It does eat the berries as well. Kind of like a traditional bear, dire bear. It's an omnivore. I think that's what it is. And it gets bee protection, so you can use this to get the honey from beehives and things. The sprint looks kind of wooden, like the movement of it, which honestly kind of works for this thing. If it weren't like a fully root creature, I would be annoyed with that movement, but this one, I kind of like it. So I kind of want to go fight some bigger stuff. So let's grab this and go find some Rexes or something. So 46 damage. Not too bad. And we do 109. Well, that's not what I wanted to test. I wanted to test out this totem thing. Give me 1 second. Where are the aggressive dinos, please? Sure, go ahead, it'll work. So it does 127, and then if we do control right click, gives us a totem, which summons the power of the wilderness, I guess. 134. You can see up in the top right corner, it like stacks the number of hits. So I still don't fully know. Though it's a little bit tricky. I mean, I can get a ton of hits here. But when you detonate it, I believe. So we heal, and it does more damage to the enemies. And then let's see if we detonate it. Doesn't do all that much in terms of healing. I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to do, frankly, when you detonate. All right, y'all. I have done some testing and I've sorted out what's going on here. So you can see our whatchamacallit has grown significantly, and that's because we got past 100 in that counter up in the top right. So I did it with just spawning in a bunch of raptors. Pretty easy to get up there, pretty high. So we're doing 148, which is the increased damage. Let's do another one. All right. And then let's do a few more, and then this is when we can actually blow it up. And it destroys them and makes us absolutely huge. Honestly, it's kind of hard to even see how big we are in like riding in general. I mean, this was a Diplo that I had just killed. We're basically that size. Pretty sure we do more damage as well. Yeah. So all you gotta do is just get it past. Oh, and it has a cool little. Let's fight this thing. So we only have this for 7 more seconds. Oh, you can still do the jump too. I accidentally just jumped into this rock. All right, so we're shrinking back down to normal size now. But that's what happens. You just got to get the bar over 100 counter. So it's one attack counts as one, and then if you kill something, it counts as like 5 or 10 maybe. Let's try it out actually. So spawn that in. That's what it looks like normally. Or not spawn it. So let's do the raptor. So each strike is 1. Doing 130. I didn't. Alright, let's try that again. I wasn't paying it. 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so it's 5 extra. 5 extra for the kill. I don't know if that is based on levels or something. Oh, and we got this little flower over here. Oh, I think if we step on that little flower, it must heal us a little bit. Oh, and you can see the wolf thing is starting to come out now. Okay. Okay, so each kill basically plants a flower. What's our health? 6492. Oops. So if we walk on this flower, I don't think that added all that much health. But let's see now if we do another one. Our damage is up to 134. So I think every one of those flowers we get increases our damage output. Go run, get this other one. So now we have another flower. So now we're doing 135. So yeah, every one of those flowers just seems to increase the damage. This thing is pretty cool, honestly. So I am going to. I think this would be really useful as like a boss killing tactic to use this if you can get really close to the boss and boost up all of the damage. So what I want to test is see how much this boosts the Mega Raptor's damage. So if we spawn in that raptor, we're doing... What is this variant buff? We're doing 171 with our normal attack. Okay. So now we want to test it with this. Alright. Spawn it in. 179. And it's not... Oh, and you can do the counter counts up with any strikes done from anyone, including this guy. Wow. He's full. Alright, so then if I go get that flower, I'm just gonna spawn in a few. So doing less because they're bait boosted. So let's go get these flowers, I guess. Do wish there was a flower counter or something. Spawn in some more. Oh, I guess the kills only count to the... Okay. So if you're not on the actual bear, then the kills count. Very interesting. This guy got full very quickly. So we're learning lots here. Learning lots. Let's just keep doing it, I guess. It'll probably be better if we just ride this thing. On in a bunch of them. So we're up over 100 now that... Oh, I was too slow with it. I'll have to do this again. It goes up so fast with the bear. It's... Okay, so control, right click. Spawn in a bunch of these suckers. This is a pretty unique scenario, but just trying to show you guys what's happening. So you can see we're up over 100. This last one's tanky. Okay. Oh, I think we pick up some speed when we do all that too. So now I'm curious if we do even more damage. 207. Okay. So we went from 170 to 207 with all of these stacks. So I think if you had like a huge army just killing like raptors and stuff, this could be... I think this could be like a real boss killing, if not boss killing, definitely like OSD support creature. You just need to get this thing like super tanky. And yeah, I mean, if everything got super close, you could just detonate it. And we saw the damage that thing did. It did like 100 or 800 plus damage. Okay, it just did 1200 to the Dodec. Like, this thing does not mess around. Although, when you're big, you literally can't see anything. So, that's a little bit buggy. They should definitely zoom the camera back, if that is possible. But look at this saddle. It looks so cool. That is so awesome. I'll tell you what. the more I play with this creature, the cooler it is. It's pretty niche use case. Like you're not gonna be running around on it every day, I don't think. But it could be a huge game changer for bosses or OSDs or things like that. This creature is pretty darn cool. Between the bark shield and the general glow and look of it is pretty awesome. The damage is okay, but I think it's meant to be more tanky than anything else. This thing is pretty awesome. I'm going to wrap up the video there. I hope you guys learned a little bit about how it works, how to tame it, and I will be starting my Valguero playthrough pretty soon after ending this video. So keep an eye out for that. And if you guys would like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, that would be awesome. Hope y'all have a great day. Peace out.